How's it going, guys? In the fish room again. I know, I always say that. I have Avery with, as per usual, because I'm trying to get her to fall in love with fish. And when Dad's on babysitting duty, it involves us being in the fish room. And yeah, but today's topic is going to be about the green Severum. As you probably know, there's three basic kinds of Severum. There's the gold Severum, the green Severum, and the red shoulder Severum. And there's a couple other like crazy subspecies and like inbred hybrids that people have come out with. But the three main ones that are sold at the fish stores are those three. And the green Severum is super popular because it's almost like a super dark green. And when they hit adulthood, their stripes become more prevalent. You know, when they're juveniles, like in my tank, the green ones seem pretty small. Or not, they don't seem small, but they seem like almost like a black color, and that's not really sought after, because who wants to get a black fish in their fish tank, you know? Here, I'll give you a quick glance of them. This is a green Severum right here. It's tough to kind of get a good visual on it. I'll flip the camera here in a second. Here's one too. There he goes, a side view. Like I told you though, these are juveniles, and this one you can kind of tell the coloration a little better in. Right there. Those are juveniles, and they're probably like, one of them's like 3.5 inches long and the others are like 2.5. But like I said, when they hit adulthood, the stripes are much more prevalent, and they're a super beautiful fish when they're bigger and hit adulthood. Okay, so taking care of them. They're super easy to take care of. You could pretty much consider them just like your generic community fish that I always talk about. You know, a lot of fish stores sell them. I noticed that PetSmart just recently started stocking them again. They used to years and years ago, but now they took them off. I don't know if they weren't selling as many, but now they're back. So I'm guessing the popularity on them is going to rise. So just your basics of the tropical community fish. They're tropical, so you're gonna need a heater. They're semi-aggressive. I think PetSmart labels it semi-aggressive, so you can keep them with pretty much anything that the fish store also sells, except for like, I think PetSmart and most of the big chain stores only sell a couple aggressive cichlids. Like once in a while I'll see a red devil or a Texas cichlid or a Dempsey. A lot of times you can keep Dempseys with Severums. So that's any South American cichlid, you can keep them with fire mouths. I've had luck with jewel cichlids with them. And then just your generic tropicals like guppies, platies, gouramis, a lot of fish. There are tons of fish you can keep with Severums, and that's why they're awesome fish to keep. So, out of breath. The gold Severums are also, I would say the gold Severum is easily the most popular, but why not throw in some green Severums if you have a tank full of gold Severums, you know, because obviously it's the same fish, just a different color. So, what are you thinking, Avery? What are you thinking? You just looking at the fish? You're looking kind of chubby cheek right now. What do you think? Okay, so tropical tank temps. So you need a heater. Get a decent filter. I would say 55-gallon minimum for when these fish are smaller, because Severums do grow fairly large. So I've seen them up to 6 inches and larger. So plan your future properly. Maybe plan on getting a 75 or bigger. Sorry, thought I'd drop the camera quick. So green Severums, great addition to like pretty much any tank, unless you have like a predator aggressive tank with like red devils, Oscars, etc. There's actually videos surfacing on YouTube, or I should say have been surfaced, where people are keeping Severums with Oscars. So I'm pretty sure the couple Oscars I've had in the past would do fine with Severums, because they do fine with Dempseys, fire mouse, and etc. It really depends on the Oscar. The Severum is most likely going to get along with the other fish. It's if the other fish gets along with the Severum. The only time you're going to have a problem with the Severum is if they're starting to breed, in which they do breed quite often. It's a miraculous thing to have happen. You can raise the babies and sell them or trade them, whatever. But when they breed, they get aggressive, and that's a whole other topic you need to research. I have a video on it because check the Severum playlist. They become super aggressive, and you're gonna have problems in the tank because they will defend their fry to the death. So yeah, Severums. I'm gonna flip the cam here and give you guys a better view of. See if I can zoom into these the greens I have. I wish they were larger so that you could see more of the coloration, because these fish are absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. If you have cool videos of large green Severums, send them to me. I would love to share them because I don't see them often. That's why I'm trying to grow mine out. Alright, I'm going to flip the cam now and just babble some more on green Severums. Alright, so here's my 60-gallon, and I have a bunch of South American fish in here. There's the green Severums, pointing here with my finger. I have some gold Severums in here, electric blue caras, and some geophagus cichlids. So this is one of the new marine land. It's 36 inches long, and it's pretty tall and fat, and it's a 60-gallon tank. So there is the green Severum right there. Like I said, it's kind of tough to see the coloration on these when they're smaller fish. I'm going to try to I tried to use my 4K camera, but it's not agreeing with me right now with uploading the different formats on YouTube. I'm stressing out over, but you can kind of get the idea with this camera. I've tried to get better lighting, but like I said, these fish are pretty dark when they're smaller like this. But that's not saying these do not grow up to be outstanding, beautiful adults. You're gonna have to trust me on this. And by the way, for feeding these guys, just your generic variation diet. They're omnivores. I like to just use a staple omega-1 small cichlid pellet and just throw in some treats. So, all right, guys, green Severums, gotta love these fish.